Alright, what's up guys? I'm sitting here at my little news desk to bring you some breaking news. I have finally beaten the 50 streak in the Battle Maison for the Super Singles battles. I understand it's probably not a huge deal for most of you, but something I had to work pretty hard on for about a week. And this video is going to be for anybody who, like me, is late to the party for Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and is struggling with the Battle Maison. So I'm going to show you my team and maybe try to help you get through it a little bit. So we're going to start with the lead here. It is Greninja. We definitely have that Protean, max special attack, and max speed. Max speed is imperative. You have to have max speed. So we're going to show you the moves. The Scald, Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, U-Turn, and Focus Sash. And Focus Sash is imperative. You have to have the Focus Sash. I know a lot of people say like run Life Orb for more damage and stuff like that, but you need to have the Focus Sash to be able to survive some of those tough switch-ins or even Choice Scarf Pokemon. And I'll show you one battle here, just beating the Chatelaine, or however you say it. Why did I back out of that? The next is Kangaskhan. This is pretty self-explanatory. You do need to have Scrappy. We are Jolly and max attack and speed invested. Scrappy is really important because there are going to be situations where you come up against, like, say, a Gengar, and Greninja might already be dead. Chansey can't do anything to it. So you're going to have Scrappy, and you're going to have to be smart about when you Mega Evolve, so you can hit that Gengar. And even though you do have Sucker Punch, there are other Ghost types that will not attack you with a move that Sucker Punch can hit them with, like Frostlass. Frostlass has Destiny Bond, Ice Shard, I don't know, two other moves, but its only attacking move, as far as I was aware of, is Ice Shard, and you can't Sucker Punch a priority move. So you have to be really smart about when you Mega Evolve with Mega Kangaskhan. You're definitely going to want the Power Up Punch to get you out of some sticky situations. Anytime that you come in against something that you can that isn't really a threat to you, just Power Up Punch on it. So you never know if that'll help you in the next battle or not, or next Pokemon that comes out. Having the Fake Out is really important as well. There are a lot of Pokemon that you can take out with just a Fake Out and then a Return, and since it's Jolly, it will easily take out a lot of Pokemon. Alright, so we're going to come back down here. That's my hand, sorry. And Chansey, this is the MVP of the team by far. I saw a lot of people say use Blissey, but no, you definitely want the Chansey with the Natural Cure and Eviolite. So why we're running Chansey instead of Blissey? Now, Blissey has usable special attacks, so it's really tempting to run, like, Flamethrower or Ice Beam for extra coverage, and that's really nice. But it just does not have the staying power that Chansey does with Eviolite. Chansey can actually take physical fighting attacks from strong Pokemon sometimes with the Eviolite. And having no special attack is actually really beneficial in this situation, because you can just run a full utility set. Seismic Toss just to do some damage when you have to, when you're trying to outstall something. Toxic, obviously. Soft Boil to stick around because we can't run leftovers. And Hill Bell is really, really important for if like Kangaskhan gets burned or something like that, you're going to need to have that Heal Bell, or to get a Toxic off of yourself when you're Toxic stalling. So this is the team. If you don't have the ability to get any of these Pokemon, let me know. I will hook you up. I'll have to breed them and stuff for you, but I would be more than willing to do that for anybody who asks. So this is the team. We're gonna go into the verse recorder, and we're just gonna show the final battle. I did have like 10 of these Battle Maison battles saved, and I was making videos on them and stuff like that, but they were just taking way too long. So we are just going to show the final battle here, and we're going to show why the Focus Sash on Greninja, at least, is so important. Because this Landorus that you're going to face, it is Choice Scarfed. So having the Focus Sash on Greninja will allow it to take the Focus Blast, no problem, and we can just finish it off with an Ice Beam. So that's the biggest threat of the team. As long as you are able to take out the Landorus, that's pretty much the game. This is not a hard battle. In fact, this is one of the easier ones that you're going to have. So just making it to 50 is the hard part. The actual 50th battle is not that bad. He's got a berry to weaken the ice beam damage, and they hit another focus blast. You're going to notice that a lot. Anytime you ever use focus blast, instead of having 70 accuracy, it's going to feel like about 20, but when your opponent uses it, it will hit you every time. So, he hits us with the third focus blast in a row. It doesn't matter. And we're just going to try to toxic stall this thing out with Chansey because I don't want to take a focus blast with Kangaskhan. So again, this is where Chansey is really important. With that Eevee Light, you get such a bonus to your defenses that you take focus blast like it's nothing. So we are just gonna toxic stall and seismic toss this thing until it goes down, which it does. And the last is what I don't even know what that was. Was that okay? So Thunderous comes out last, and we're basically, I think we just do the same thing to it. I think Chansey was such an MVP for me in this Battle Maison run. I just wanted to finish it with Chansey, and look at how well it's like taking even these physical attacks. It just doesn't care. So we're getting seismic tosses off when we can. And this is, I guess, if you don't like to run stall Pokemon, if you've never used a stall Pokemon, just watching how, I guess I play with the Chansey here or whatever, you know, might help you. I don't know. So just go for the soft boiled when you can. It's not too hard. Sometimes you do get into some really bad situations where you're like toxic and you're taking a lot of damage every turn, and you know you have to Hill Bell off the toxic, but you can't, or you'll die. There's some crazy moments in the Battle Maison. But we finally did it. Hopefully, you know, my team will help you out. But definitely just make sure you're running the Focus Sash on Greninja, because if you're not, you don't have a chance. Otherwise, be smart when you Mega Evolve Kangaskhan. Make sure to use that Fake Out and Power Up Punch things that you can, just to get that boost. And anytime you're not sure about anything, just go into Chansey. He'll handle it, unless it's a Ghost type. You will get mean looked into some Ghost types, and that's not fun PP stalling for 10 or 15 minutes. That happened to me with the Confagragus. He mean looked Chansey in, and I had no means of doing anything to him because he had rest. So he just kept resting off the toxic and stuff like that, and it was absolutely brutal. But anyway, I hope this helped you. Like I said, if you do need help getting any of these Pokemon, let me know. I will try to hook you up. It might take me a day or two, but I definitely will. So take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching.